Hello and welcome back to the Impression Wiz channel. I'm your host, the Impression Wiz, and today we are returning to Pester Quest. But I'm not going to be doing any of the new characters quite yet. For as you see, there is Jake and there's Dirk, but we're not doing those routes. No, today I'm going back and doing the routes I didn't do last time, which is all the female characters. I figured I should do it anyway, because why do just half of the game? My main thinking usually is I wouldn't want to do just half the game, but trying to do the voices for the female ones might be interesting. But now I'm thinking, might as well try and do the female ones anyway, because why not? It'll give me a challenge for all of you to see, and it'll kind of have some closure on the ones from John to Faferi, and then we can start going on to the new ones. So today we're going all the way back to Volume 2, which would be Rose Lalonde. And I've already played hers a little bit, but I'm going to play it, and if I get any wrong routes, you'll get to see it. If I get the right routes, you'll get to see that too. But it'll be just like I do the men, but I might name them separately, more for my personal self, and I should stop blathering on about this and just get to it. I apologize. Let's get to it. On the advice of your new friend John, you go to visit one of his closest comrades. Close only figuratively speaking, since it seems she lives all the way on the other side of the country. I will also say, with the weird memory things, it'll sound kind of weird trying to watch this part of the series than the last part of the series, because we're going backwards. But, yeah. Anyway. That's no problem for you, though, since your new powers let you hop anywhere, anytime, even to places that don't exist. I doubt that they don't exist, though, if you can go to them, but okay. Well, you think your powers let you do that. You just have this distinct metatextual feeling that you could pretty much go anywhere at this point. You know that doesn't make any sense. Oh, well, yeah, thank you for that. Can you make that I blather on not factor in? No? Probably not. There's nothing that doesn't make sense about friendship, though. And that's exactly what you're about to do. Friendship, that is. You're about to do some friendship by making a new friend. Her name is... You check your notes. Okay. Rose. This is her house, apparently. Looks kind of weird and modern, and it's situated in the middle of the woods for no good reason you can think of. Also, it's pouring rain, which is not what you would describe as ideal friend-making conditions. Still, nothing stops a mailman. Not from delivering mail, nor making friends. You're not a mailman. Rather famously, rain and other similar weather patterns prove no deterrent to the performance of his duty. Again, you're not a mailman. Anyway. Ugh. And there is no duty more important than friendship. Huh! Hi, Rose. Surprise. Suddenly, a woodland girl approaches. Who goes there? Oh, it's your new friend Rose, obviously. There's literally no one else this could be. Well! You introduce yourself. You are the cool mailman who John told her to expect a visit from soon. You would doff your mail hat to signal a friendly greeting, except recently you accidentally dropped it in the sewer. Along with your other mail specific clothes, as well as all the mail you were supposed to deliver, as you explained to her gratuitously in an unconvincing manner. It's not a great start, you admit, but you've done much worse. You're not a mailman. Yikes, you are busted almost immediately. You briefly consider whether you should double down on the lie or try to say something mailman-like. Or whether the right call is to come clean, since she's clearly too smart for this amateur bullshit. But it's taking a few seconds too long for you to decide, which looks guilty as hell. That's it. The jig is up. You slouch in defeat. You ask her if she would please consider not telling John. Your heart couldn't take it if he found out your entire friendship was based on a lie. You want me to keep a secret from one of my best friends to protect the feelings of a random buffoon who I've never met and arbitrarily show up to my house in the remote wilderness like a creep? I don't remember the right answer to this, and I think I got the wrong one the last time I played this on my own. I think it's no, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Man, you guess today is the day you get owned by teens. She's totally right. What are you doing just wandering up to her house without even calling first? It's just totally disrespectful of her time. No need to self-flagellate. It was a simple suggestion to more critically examine your motivations and actions in the future. No, she's right. You're going. I'm kind of glad I decided to choose this, even though I knew it probably lead to this. Oh, hey, look, 4/13, John's birthday. And funny enough, while I'm recording this, that's a few days after my birthday, which, when I'm recording this, is actually 3 days before. So, interesting. 4 days behind. Small little tangent, I'm sorry. Probably when I'm uploading this video, it'll be, like, after my birthday, but oh well. You zap away, aiming for a spot a half a mile away into the woods, where you can become properly soaked and miserable. But instead of trees, you find yourself standing in front of a bank of computers. Shit, you misfired! Wait, you remember seeing a big structure off in the distance when you were in front of Rosa's house. You figure it was just some sort of office building, but it looks more like a factory or a secret research lab? The computers show coordinates on a screen that don't mean anything to you. A countdown clock is frozen on 4/13, references. All of this has the trappings of a tableau, that whatever that word is, someone set up for you to see. Turning away from the screens, you wander down a long line of gleaming science fiction equipment. But is it really science fiction if they're, like, right there in front of you? I mean, to me, it is science fiction, but, anyway. It reminds you of pictures of old computers from the 1950s, the ones that took up entire rooms. You bet you could go back and visit some of those if you zapped hard enough. You wander through a whole maze of halls and wide echoing rooms that aren't pictured because our art budget is only so big. But take it as a certainty that they are all very mysterious. Eventually, you circle back to that strange bank of screens. Nervously, you hit a few keys. Tap a few fingers against the readouts. Nothing. It's all locked down. You think that if you could only get these screens to unlock, you could unravel the secrets to life, the universe, and everything. Or maybe it's your memories you are trying to unlock. Maybe then you'll understand the seething waters of this endless ocean of time and space intertwining with the meow. Meow? Meow. Ah. Vodka Mutini, or, whatever other name you might have gotten, because you've gotten many names over the time. You turn around, expecting a cat. And you do get a cat. A very adorable black kitten. Tiny and soft, with far more eyes than a cat should have. Aww. But the cat isn't the only thing here. Mom Lalonde of the Beta Kids. A woman in a sleek white lab coat and sensible heels holding the cat, pinning you to the spot with her gaze. Or at least you assume she is. Her hair is in her eyes and the light is behind her, so all you can see of her face is her painted lips. Sorry, ma'am, you absolutely didn't mean to trespass in her secret science lab. And you actually aren't even lying. You really did just fuck up this time. The lady puts the cat down slowly, where it rolls on its back and bats a paw playfully in the air. Aw, cats are great. Even mutant cats. Maybe especially mutant cats? This little guy should have a name. You think you'll name them Cryptid McWhiskers. Yeah, Cryptid McWhiskers is a great name. In fact, you can't imagine anyone ever naming this cat anything else. Yeah, let's forget that I just mentioned earlier that there was another name to it. You hold out a hand to Cryptid McWhiskers and wriggle your fingers. It rolls onto its back. It rolls onto back onto. That's a weird sentence. Its feet and saunters over to you. Excuse me. It is as soft and fluffy as it looks, and its 4 eyes blink up at you with utter trust. At least this kitty will be your friend. The ominous clacking of heels on cement reminds you that you and Cryptid McWhiskers are not alone. While you are busy with the kitty cat, the very intimidating and, well, coiffed lady has walked over to the bank of screens. She presses a button, and it must have some sort of fingerprint recognition or retinal scanning, or maybe she just better at things than you are because it works for her. On the floor, a few feet from you, is a round gray protrusion, a platform on the floor. You saw it earlier, but you had no idea what it was for, so you just ignored it. What you didn't understand can't hurt you, right? You think that's probably right. The intimidating lady presses a button on the screen, mouth turning up at the corners. I don't like that. Oh, a pumpkin. A flash and pop! Like a pressure and the room changes. You feel it in your eardrums. A pumpkin appears on the round gray platform. Fuck. You aren't really sure what she's trying to say here. Making a pumpkin appear out of thin air is impressive, but it's probably would have been more so if you hadn't been popping in and out of existence all day. It's gonna take more than a pumpkin to impress you. Oh no. What pumpkin? Pumpkin? What pumpkin? Ah. The lady shakes her head and hits another button. The pumpkin vanishes and in its place is a tiger. Yes, you heard that right. A whole ass tiger, orange and black, big teeth and big paws. For a second, the two of you just look at each other. Honestly, the tiger might be more shocked than you are. Kinda sucks to think about it. 1 second you're just chilling out on the savannah, mauling antelope and drinking at the watering hole, and then next you're in a secret lab in upstate New York, staring down a very unappetizing looking protagonist. Parent. Yeah. Why is that creeping me out? It's just a picture. And I've played this before. Why? Maybe it's because I've been hearing a couple of sounds. I'm sorry. Apparently you are appetizing enough for it to want to get a taste. Though, because it looks from you to Cryptid McWhiskers. And back again, then it charges. You try to book it out of there. The lady in the lab coat looms up in front of you. She's saying something, you strain to hear her. Or she's saying something, you strain to hear her. The tiger is right behind you. The lady or the tiger? At the last minute, you remember you have magic powers, and you choose the third option, teleporting the fuck out of there. Oh, not again. You just zapped into yet another unknown building, although from the view out the window, you think you might be in Rose's house. Wait, did I just choose the right answer? I don't remember. Also, the fact that Rose turns the corner in the hallway and stops shortly, still in her rain gear, her eyes are very wide. You wave awkwardly. That snaps her out of it. She stands up straight, sliding easily from shocked to superiority. So you thought you'd just let yourself in? That was not the voice I decided to use for her, but it might still be what I end up using anyway. After wasting my time mumbling about the mail, a gaudy display of manipulative self-recrimination, and then popping out of existence to leave me asking myself if I'd finally lost my mind. You hadn't meant to do any of that, especially not that last part. She isn't losing her mind, unless both of you are losing your minds together. Rose looks you over. Finally, she seems to decide that you are for real. Your predilections towards mailman mimicry weren't all that John told me about. Oh? He also said that you had certain powers. Powers of teleportation and time travel. I told him that he must be mistaken, since it's a well-known and accepted fact that magic, although a popular and highly engaging subject of fiction, is fake as hell. Oh, your zappy powers. No, those are totally real and not fake. Real in a different way than you being a mailman is real, since that is actually made up. She's still got her umbrella open. Hey, doesn't she know that's bad luck? Luck is also fake as hell. You say you can do magic? Prove it. But she just saw you vanish in her front yard. Like I said, I could be losing my mind. She could be losing it now, at this very minute, but you see no point in arguing. You hold out a hand, and after a moment of hesitation, Rose puts her fingers in yours. Her nails are long and sharp and pointed and painted, not pointed, painted a glossy black. She closes her eyes and her umbrella droops. Should I picture my room or something similar? I'm not quite sure how this is supposed to work. She still thinks you're fucking with her. You tell her that you guess she can do that if she wants. Zap. Then you open your eyes, and when you open your eyes, you find yourself in a large, messy bedroom. Oh. She drops her umbrella, surprised. You really did that. Her boots tracking mud prints into the thick white carpet. Surprise! You really are magic. She puts a small hand against her perfectly painted black lips. She seems momentarily lost for words, and you get the feeling that it's not a thing that happens very often. Her eyes are wide and deeply purple. They're sparkling, you might even say. Hold on, I'll be right back. Stay here. Don't go out into the hall. It's not safe. You tell Rose to take her time. You're happy to just stand here dribbling on her nice clean floor. She leaves the room and you take the opportunity to examine your surroundings a little more closely. Why do you always, like, search the surroundings? I know it's the whole thing, just to figure out what's in the... I shouldn't ask. I've played, like, half of the game already. Okay. The bed is unmade. Books are strewn over the floor, carelessly, and a collection of half-drunk cups of coffee crowd the desk. Half-finished knitting projects lie in the soft piles all over the room. I would like to take just a small moment to appreciate the music of Rose. Very kind of cryptid, but calm. Of course, it's ending right as I'm trying to say it. Okay, onward. In fact, there's a lot of evidence that this room is often occupied by someone with a lot of interests who has terrible settling down and putting her attention to one thing at a time. Honestly, I sometimes have that issue too, like, for real. Anyway, man, you relate. Why? I don't try to say what they say. Not with interest, but with friends. You can't imagine settling for just one. And I fit that too, because I do like to try to keep a good amount of people with me, but good people. Anyway, Rose has a number of posters on her wall, although nowhere near as many as your friend John, with the Nick Cage and the little monsters and blah 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 do. A calendar hangs beside the window. Days ticked off with little X's, all the way up to 4/13, which is circled. You step closer to read the year date up in the corner, 2009. But what the hell do you care about? But what the hell do you care about the date? You can make friends any day of the damn week, rain or shine, day or night. But that does show that they are their age right before going into the game. Of 13, 14, somewhere in that general situation. Rose sure is taking a while out there. She told you that it wasn't safe out in the hall. Maybe she hasn't just been quipping. Maybe she's actually in trouble. What should you do? And, I'm going to leave this decision for the next episode. Because this is actually, I think, a little bit further than I've gotten in my own playthrough. I don't think I made this choice yet. So I'm going to leave this decision for you guys to see me react to. But, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please put a like on the video. And if you want to see more of this content or any other content I upload, please subscribe and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss anything I upload. And as always, I will see you tomorrow.